science of cooking. But hopefully this presentation will help us, will guide us, or will give you insights of proper eating. Okay. Food is the best gift from God. It fuels our body. It brings us people together. You know, when there's parties, when there are birthdays, always the food that brings us together. And what else? It nourishes us, and like what I've said, it gives us happiness. I'm so happy whenever there's food in the table, or whenever I go home and food is ready. I think, Ned, thank you very much. He helped me prepare this. And food is not actually a problem. Okay? But our boundaries and the issues revolving the food around us are the ones causing the problem when facing what we eat. There's lots of food, especially here in North America. In some areas, scarcity in food. But here in North America, there's lots of food. So the food is not really a problem. In the beginning, God created the earth, and as we know, Adam and Eve was first given a food that is available in the garden. And in Genesis 1:21 said, and then God said, I'll give you every seed-bearing plant on the face of the whole earth, and every tree that fruits and with seed, and eat, and they shall enjoy your food. So that's the first food that was given, or the original diet that was given to us. So today I'm going to start with breakfast. According to the Bible, we are given grains and nuts for our diet. This is my normal breakfast that I have, and hopefully I can share it with you. So grains, I've already mixed them. So I have this, by the way, I don't cook my cereal, my oatmeal or rolled oats. I don't cook them. Or chia seeds, I put it there, mix them together, and I put hot water. Overnight, the following morning is ready for me. I have some nuts here that I want to prepare. These are almonds, walnuts, and walnut, almonds, and I also have some nuts there. So I like fresh grind. I don't like those grind ready in the market, because there are times when they are mixed or some of them are contaminated. So I prefer to have a fresh grind nuts every time I do it in the morning. Okay. And nuts are lots of nutrients. It has fats. You're building carbohydrates too, your energy. And by the way, I have some PowerPoints here that I've shared with you. Oh, sorry, I already have some. Anyways, and I'd like to put flaxseed. Flaxseed is in the Bible. And do you remember a story in the Bible when a flaxseed is mentioned? Or a flax plant? Remember the two spies that went to spy about Jericho? I think that's Jericho. Then the soldiers are looking for them. Then they went to a house, and the lady on the roof. Then they put them. They covered it with flax. That's where the flax was mentioned. So flax has been mentioned in the Bible. What can you get from flaxseed? It's omega-3. Omega-3 is very good for your health. So I also put them here. I already have some small bottles wherein I have this for a week. So I don't have to grind them every morning, but at least a 1 week of grind different kind of nuts. So you need some fats and some pumpkin seeds as well. And we will be using this in our salad later on. So as you can see, this is quite a little bit dry because it's just enough water to soak them and keep it ready for the morning. And you could have it hot, just warm up your milk. Or if you want cold, which I normally do, just pour the cold milk and make a little toast. And there's no sweet because I use bananas as my sweetener. So it's normal sweetener that I use. Oh, it's so yummy, and this will sweeten us. That's it. That's my breakfast, and it's more natural. No sugar, because we know that too much sugar, and I'll tell you later on that according to the Bible in Proverbs, too much sugar, sweet is not good. So based on the Bible, we eat nuts, grains, and other fruit berries, fruits. Okay. So that's our breakfast, which I enjoy in the morning. And it's up to you if you want a bit mushy, you could put more milk, but this texture for me is the best. I like it that way. And hopefully you could try my breakfast later on.
Tomorrow.
Okay. Okay, we will enjoy that. Okay, so the next one that we will be showing today is probably that you can have it on maybe by lunchtime. So you'll see how it's one whole cauliflower. Okay, so this pizza is made of cauliflower, no flour. So I prepared that like that. Okay, then after breaking it, I'll put it on. Then we put it on a moisturizer to make it small. They call it cauliflower rice. And you could actually do a lot of this, not only pizza. You could do salad. You could once it's grated. But for a pizza like this, okay, there's no flour. But what makes it bind it together is egg and cheese. Yeah. This time, once in a while, I use vegetarian cheese. But this one I use mozzarella, which is from cow's milk. But the second step is I put them on the microwave, then to cook a little bit, but not too cook, because otherwise it will be mushy. So after doing that, as you can see, I remove the soup, the water, because otherwise you will not make it firm. Your pizza will be very soft. So I have to remove the water. Then after doing that, it's ready for putting on the oven. Okay. After this, you have to mix it with the egg, just one egg for one whole big of cauliflower, and a half cup of cheese. Mozzarella, or normally Parmesan is good as well, but I use the Parmesan cheese at the topping. Okay, and we will enjoy this later on. This pizza, and the topping is spinach and some olives. Okay, sometimes you could have some meat if you want meat. The other night we ate it. I put some turkey. But well, it's up to you. You could have any toppings that you like. But I just make it simple. spinach, and olives. So that will be your carbohydrates, your energy building, your energy that needs for whenever you need to work, and it will help you also. And just likewise, it's vegetables. Okay, what is mentioned in the Bible? And don't you know that meat is only allowed when? God allowed to eat meat when? After the flood. So there are lots of generations before the flood that they are only eating vegetables, fruits, and there is mixing my one egg.
What's the green one?
Spinach. Yeah, you could use arugula if you wanted to, but I didn't have that in my kitchen last night. So whatever is in the kitchen, I'd use it. Yeah.
That's the crust.
Yes, the crust. I'm making the crust. Okay. I put
Air fryer.
yeah, small oven, air fryer, a small oven. I cook it for about 8 minutes on the other side, then another 8 minutes on the other side, just to make it solid. Okay. Then I put those toppings, marinara sauce. You could put any tomato sauce, but I used marinara sauce last night. Okay. Because the marinara sauce will also be used for these vegetables that we'll be using. So I think that's how to make a vegetable pizza. Okay. And again, as I said, you could do a lot of different toppings as you wish. Okay. Then the next one that we will be preparing is a salad. Normally, is when you make salad, or before when I make salad, I just chop them together, then toast them together, mix them, and that's done. But now, we did a little twist. Okay, this is, what do you think is this? Pasta?
Pumpkin squash.
It's a squash, a butternut squash. Okay, so this is the butternut squash. There you go. It's been, and this is beets. This is beets, and this is zucchini. Yeah, that's what I'm preparing last night. And this one is carrots. Okay. There are many ways to do this. It's either you blanch them, okay, put them on a boiling water and just let it drain. But I like it dry. So the last time we did this, we found out that microwaving is much easier. And it's much more faster. But previously, we are blanching this. You put it on hot water, soak it for maybe a couple of minutes, then that's done. Just to make it a little half cooked. Okay. So we'll use the big bowl. By the way, there are, as I've said, you could do your vegetables in many ways. Like if you are Italian, then you could put vinaigrette, lemon, and other stuff. So with this vegetables, you could add more. But with this basic things, let's say my wife said, okay, let's do some Mexican. Okay, so let's do marinara and other sauce. And that's what I'm doing today. And if you did some Chinese or maybe Asian, then you could use like lemon, tamari, or like soy sauce, right? So there are many ways, but just with this, vegetables, okay. So again, these are just vegetables, which I hope it will be yummy. With this one, I haven't bring this in the church, but we did this many times at home. Okay, hopefully there's no water, because sometimes there's still water in the vegetables. You know, vegetables are also a source of water. Oh, by the way, I'll have to make it half because I want to do two preparations. Oh, I forgot my scissor. Let me see. Maybe I'll just cut it with this. I hope that's short enough. My previous plan is just to make a one dish, but my wife said, why don't you make two, just in case some people doesn't like marinara. I always agree to my wife's suggestion. And she's always the one, actually all the things that I've been bringing here in church, she's the one suggesting. She has a lot of ideas what to eat. So
you made a breakthrough.
Yeah. God is so good for making us partners. Because she's the one making ideas, and I put it on action or on the thing. And yeah. So a little bit there. This is for we call it maybe Italian flavor, because I have here lemon and other stuff. Then, but I will make a little bit much more for the marinara sauce. Okay, and that's for our bits. By the way, all of this are either you can prepare it either lunch, or what I said, we found out that microwaving is much easier. And 5 minutes is good enough, just to make it a little bit tender. Because as you know, beets and carrots are hard, okay, especially the squash. So make it a little tender by either blanching or microwaving, which is modern times.
Where you buy the grater?
The grater is available in Walmart. It's star-free. Star-free, just like this. This is also Walmart. Okay. Now, so with this, flaxseed, you could put it in any. You could put it in rice as you could cooking. And by the way, don't put rice, you should always grind your flaxseed if ever you wanted to. Because if you just take it by the seed, it will be useless. Your stomach cannot grind the seed. So grind them and put them as a tossing on your vegetables or in your rice. I always put in our rice 1 cup of rice to 2 spoons of flaxseed as we cook the rice. So we we need omega-3 in our body. Okay, that's good for our joints and for our body lubricants. Okay. So we will be adding a little bit of cheese here. I think that's 1/2 cup already. As I said, you decide. Parmesan cheese is a little salty, so that's we use it for our flavoring. Okay. And we tried making, because one time we have a lot of tomato fruits, so we decided to try making this, but of course, still the commercial ones are more tasty. So I decided today to just buy one and put it in. And I guess most kitchens are doing that as well, right? 1, 2, 3. And maybe a little bit more to make it more. Then pepper. We'll put both. And just for demo, we'll put this one, but you could always add at your risk later on. Then give a little toast. And I think I need more. Yeah, I think I need more. Okay, I'll just use this. And as you can see right here, right, go. Then put a little bit, where's my pumpkin seed? Pumpkin seed is good for your carbohydrates in your vegetables. And this is already roasted. There you go. And a little bit here too. But here, as I said, this is more on Italian flavor. So I olive oil, lemon, and a little bit of olive oil. Yeah, balsamic vinegar a little bit. I think Ned prepared this last night. So just a little bit of there. There you go. And mix a little bit. Okay, so we have our vegetable salad, spiral salad. Okay, and I have some greens over here. It's dry a little bit, so we can just put a little sprinkle over there and dill. The dill is a little bit lemony, which is very nice. Okay, so this is ready for our. Okay, so that's one dish that we have, and the second one that we have here is vegetable cake. I don't know if you were here last Christmas, but if not, then this will be a first time for you. We have again beets, okay, and we have potatoes. Then we have some cheese, parmesan, and we have some carrots. And for our toppings, I have, I'll make it a little bit different than I bought before. This one is green peas. Those are grated and half cooked so that it will still be textury. Okay, so fresh ground nuts. We just break this egg and separate the white and the yellow so that it will make a different layers on our bread, on our cake I mean. We need the yellow and the white. We learned that there are food groups, right? So those are the food groups if you forgot it. We have carbohydrates, we have dairy, we have vegetables, we have fruits, and maybe you still remember what are the food groups that used for what are the energy providing foods. We have those vegetables, and we have protein, and we have fats. Okay, the fats are providing us energy. Cooking is lots of fun, you know. Actually, there are some foods that doesn't look good, but when you see it, your eyes will tell that it's good and it's tasteful. Okay. The first one means that fat we have to eat less. Okay. Although there are kinds of fats that we could get from nuts and fruits and vegetables, those are good nuts. But saturated fats like processed oil are not good for your health. But once in a while, we cannot do or we cannot make food without using it. But use it sparingly, not too much. Then the next one that we need is protein. Okay. In the picture here, we got meat. But again, if you're a vegetarian, you could get some protein from nuts. Okay. Soybeans is one of the good source of protein. I made extra. Normally, there are some proportions. Anyone here that is pure vegetarian? So we could make a second cake that is without egg.
There's always time for exceptions.
There's always like that's right. Okay, so I think we're done and we're ready to make our cake. So we start it with our potato.
Potato.
How many potatoes?
About 5 or 6, about this size.
Mm.
It depends on whatever is available in the kitchen. Put it together. Mayonnaise, I use mayonnaise that is veggie-naise. Although there are lots of different kind of mayonnaise. You have those from egg, but this one is more on olive. Put a little bit of this, not too much, because in every layer we're gonna put this, just to flavor a little bit. Or sometimes, if you want, you could flavor your as you blanch them or as you cook them half cooked. Okay, not much. This is one of the super, what do you call it? Superfoods. At home, I just what do you call it? Steam them and break them, and every morning or every day, not sometimes morning I forgot it, but every day at least I eat 1 slice or 2 slices of this, just to make our healthy. Because God said, you know, that we have to our body is a temple of God, so we have to take care of it. Might as well just use everything. Anyway, we have lots, right? So
Lots of people to eat.
yeah, we just use everything. Then put them so that it will not break when you slice them. Just a little bit, just enough to bind them. This will be your binding agent. So otherwise, your vegetables will not stick together without this. So your mayonnaise will just binding it at the same time. It will give you the flavor. Okay. Then you could put a little bit of nuts. We always have to have some fats and carbohydrates because nuts are also carbohydrates. Then last layer is our carrot. What is carrots of rich in vitamins? Vitamin A, vitamin C, and what is its benefits in our body? For eyesight, carotene, very good. So hopefully by the end, when we get this, you can see brighter. You don't have to wear eyeglasses anymore. But yeah, and I think that's it. Then we will put a little bit of cheese. Yeah, this is Parmesan cheese. There are different kind of cheese that you could use. We'll add a little bit more of this. Normally with this ingredients, you'll be using 1 cup of mayonnaise. But I've said I'm just eyeballing this, so we don't really have to do some measurements. Hopefully you would like the taste.
Next Sabbath, expect to have many variations
Yeah.
from other people.
From other, yeah, you could make any one of this. I think it's healthy cake. It's no sweet.
Everyone will bring cake.
Okay, then we'll put the yellow, so we'll have a yellow layer of our cake. And of course, it's nice to have a cake that is white at the top. You press a little bit so that when you cut, it will stay firm. Okay, then it's time now to put our white as our topping. And for our garnish, we will be putting a little bit of at the side.
Whose birthday is it today? You just put the
Yeah,
cake.
whose birthday? It's Bob's birthday today. So,
Bob's cake.
this is Bob's cake.
He deserves it.
Okay, so I think that will be it for our garnish. And we will be putting a little bit of green stuff at the middle. And it's because it's sunny. We will put some umbrellas, the trimmings from our vegetables that I did last night. So these are from the potatoes. So because it's hot, so we'll put some. There you go. Yeah, it's a mushroom or umbrella. There you go. Okay, sometimes that trimmings you could use it for your decoration. Okay. So we have this one as our decoration here. Let's open up and let's see the cake.
Surprise! Wow!
So you can see different colors. But since it's Bob's birthday today,
Yes.
so we will make a cake for Bob.
Wow!
Just making more decoration garnish at the sides.
Wow.
I'm just making it more faster, so it's not. But at least you have an idea. Cucumber, you could do a lot of. You could use cucumber for a lot of decorations. You know, it's very nice. You could shape it a lot. You could shape it a heart, or many things. You could make it flowers on it. So we just make it simple decoration here. We just make it half, because I did not. Hopefully, it's more appealing to your eyes now, and we're ready to go. Bon appetit.
Take a picture.
Okay, God's plan for you. Okay, in preserving and restoring God's health. We have G. As you can read there, see, G is for godly trust. Okay, and first supporting that is on Proverbs 3:5-6. It says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge Him, and He shall direct your path." So trust, God's trust is one of God's plan. And the next one is open air, the air that we need, we breathe. Okay? And in Genesis 2:7, the Lord God formed man in the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and the man became a living being. So what is God give you there? A breath of air. So we need air in our health. Then of course we do some exercise. Okay? For D. Open air, then exercise. Okay? Doing daily exercise is D. Genesis 3:15, the Lord God took man and put them in the garden of Eden to tend it. So as they work, as they work and keep the Garden of Eden, they are working and they are stretching their muscles. So they are a bit of muscle working, body working. So we could do that as our exercise. Then the next one is sunlight. See, in Genesis 3:1-4, and God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. And God saw that the light was good, and divided into evening and darkness and brightness. So we need the light, and we also need some darkness for us to rest. And the other one is proper rest. In Psalms 4:8, I will both lie down in peace and sleep, for you alone, O Lord, make a dwell safety. So proper rest. We need a proper rest for our body. Okay? Otherwise, if we don't rest, we just keep on exercising, we just keep on working, then our body will deteriorate. And another one is always be temperate. In 1 Corinthians 9:25, and everyone who competes the prize is temperate in all things. We need to be temperate in all things. It's not that we see food, we just munch everything. We just buy it, we just eat everything, whatever available there. So we have to be temperate in order for us to have good health. And nutrition. Okay? Genesis 1:29, and God said, "See, I have given you herbs and yield seeds, which is on the face of the earth, and every tree whose fruit yields seed, you should be your food." Okay? So we need to have proper nutrition. We have to have balanced diet. These vegetables, grains, and fruits are our original diet. Although we are allowed to eat meat, because at the time after the flood, vegetables are not yet readily available. So God said you could eat them. And hopefully we are with the choose the right food that we put in it, because God said our body is God's temple, so we have to take care of it. And that we can serve God more if we are healthy, if we are strong, and we are faithful. May God bless you as we dine this, as we eat this food that is prepared, and hopefully it will nourish our body. Thank you.
Amen.
Happy birthday to you. Say, make a wish.
39
Make a
again.
wish, Bob. I blow.
Shirley was 39.
Yay! That's a pretty cake. Make a wish.
Okay, dito lang natin picturean kasi
The first cut is for you, Bob.
Okay, cut, Bob.
Do that